The year of the gap. Yeah, it sounds like a Chinese calendar. It's the year of the gap.
You're so wrong. You're so wrong for doing these kind of things. Well, we talk about minding the gap.
Yes.
And taking a gap year.
Yes, when
Yeah.
you
You know, my
move.
daughter took a gap year.
Really?
Unbelievable.
Did you choose this?
She didn't do anything about it. She just stayed at home. It was so
And
discouraging.
how did you feel?
Well, I was the one paying the bills. How do you think I felt? But we are talking to someone who has taken the gap year, and it has worked tremendously for her.
After being employed, by the way.
Yeah, left corporate and like, I'm leaving, I am out, selling everything
Finding
to go
myself.
out, finding myself. And guess what? She did. And speaking of the Asian calendar, whatever,
Yeah.
guess where she was?
She went to.
In Asia.
Ah, I knew
Where,
it. I felt it
Lopang
inside the
is
bones.
coming to speak to us today. Awesome.
Let's hear what she says
yeah,
from
let's
abroad.
change some change with Lopang.
Minding the gap. Is that the gap here?
Hey, when?
I'm
The one
just
that you can close
asking.
with a 5 rand coin.
You know that one?
Yeah, like slot
It's
machine.
not that one.
No, it's not that kind
No,
of a
no,
gap.
no, not that.
But basically, what we're talking about is people who take gap years to kind of rest or travel. Well, sometimes I just think some are just being lazy, but hey, you never know.
You know? And are they
Lopang.
taking a rest from studying or a rest from working?
It could be any. It could be any. What did you take a gap year from?
Figuring it out
So what were you figuring out exactly?
what I want to do next.
And you were moving from what?
Corporate.
Corporate. Yeah, corporate is dangerous.
It
You can
is.
do
No,
that to
eh.
people.
It's a lot.
All those years that I was never in it.
It's a lot. Oh my gosh, it's a lot.
Okay, so what made you decide to take a gap year?
A lot of things. Actually, I've always wanted to travel. I just didn't have the courage to do it because money, debt, whatever. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sell everything. I literally sold everything, and I just
Like your
got
furniture,
TV,
car.
everything. And then I just left.
Wow. You were not getting away from someone.
No, I wasn't. No, it wasn't a breakup or anything like that.
Okay,
No,
wait,
it
but-
wasn't. No, it wasn't.
I was about to say, I know for a fact that traveling involves a lot of money.
Yeah.
You need to have like some serious financial backup.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you're going to be just trekking and hitchhiking all
Backpacking.
the way and backpacking.
Yeah.
But if you're going to travel and travel properly, you're going to need a lot of money.
That's true.
So you sold everything. Did you have to go get loans? Did you
No.
do like a piggy bank thing, like relatives putting 3
Money,
bobs?
no,
Yeah.
donations. No, I actually got a job. It's very affordable to travel in Asia, so it's like nice. So I got a
Okay.
job. I was teaching English for like a year, and then I traveled while I was teaching English as well.
Wow.
Traveling
oh, yes.
and teaching. Wow.
Traveling and
Yeah.
teaching. And so that means, so you're teaching English where? At
In-
one specific place, or you would be moving
No,
with
in
the
like
English?
a specific place.
Was the English mobile? Like, it was
No.
just like,
Mobile English.
No, it wasn't.
they're just moving like, I bring my English
Yeah.
wherever I'm
No,
coming.
I've actually always wanted to. I remember when I finished matric, my mom was like, actually, just go to London and go like au pair or something. And
I
then-
like your mother.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Who's
my
this
dad
mother?
was, my dad was like, no, you're gonna get kidnapped. It's not safe. Just go to
Yeah.
varsity and figure it out. So I went to
Yeah.
varsity. I studied.
Father do that. Fathers do that.
He
Like,
stopped me from greatness, but it's okay. I'm here now.
wow. I couldn't believe it.
And then, I just went to varsity. I studied media and journalism, and then corporate literally until last year, May, I think.
Yeah.
And then I just couldn't do it. You know, when you just like, you're frustrated, you can't, it's like you can't breathe, you're 9 to 5ing, and I'm like, I know I'm not meant to do this. I
And
just
how
know
long
it.
were you in corporate before you decided to dodge?
I got my first job, I was 22. So I went through 3 major corporates. I went to Nashua, MultiChoice, and then Kwese.
Yeah.
Just doing
So
like,
it's been a couple of years though. So by the time you decide that, okay, I need a break, I need to reconnect with myself,
Yeah.
pull my left to my right.
take a journey.
Yeah, take a journey,
Yeah.
self-discovery.
Yeah.
Eat, pray, love.
Basically.
Oh yeah. But what are the most important lessons that you learned traveling? Because
Yeah.
first I want to go back to your parents, because your mom was like, okay, fine, maybe you can go and au pair.
Yeah.
But you're basically those kids that went from matric to tertiary, from tertiary to
Yeah,
work.
to work.
Yeah.
and then you felt like
Yeah,
dusted and everything.
I did. Because even when I studied, I knew that I don't want to be in an office. I knew that I wanted to be outside, talk to people, and,
Okay.
you know. And then I just got into corporate, and that's all you do. You just sit in a computer the whole time. You don't even see anything,
Set
anyone.
schedule.
Yeah.
And I
pretty
knew
much
that, you know,
It's
personality-wise,
not what you-
life-wise, this is not the way I want to go. But I did it for so long.
Yeah.
And I think also because life teaches you that, you know, you get a degree, you get a husband, you get a dog, cat, 2 children, and then a picket
You
fence.
settle.
I
And
kind of
then-
missed that lesson, but
Yeah,
it is
so-
a
You had a
very
brief
good lesson.
intro course.
It is a very good lesson.
Yeah.
You know, I dropped out of a lot of things. Yeah, I dropped out of the husband. I just dropped out.
You did not drop the husband,
Yeah.
you dropped
Dropped
out.
Yeah,
You didn't
like
drop there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
But so when you're in corporate, obviously it comes with a lot of benefits. You make money. That's the first thing. You get
Not really.
financial. Well, there's financial security
Yeah,
where you
there
can
is.
get
Yeah.
your
You know,
medical
there's a salary
aid,
Stuff
your
like that
hospital
will tie
plan,
you down.
your
Yeah.
insurance. Those are the things
Car
that they
allowance.
come as the they come as a security blanket
Yeah.
that no one is actually prepared to take off.
Yeah.
You know, and then when you take off that blanket, you're left naked. It's
Yeah.
out in it's cold out there.
True.
And the next thing, here you are on this adventure, going to China. No relatives there. No
Nothing.
Yeah.
No language.
No language.
Woo.
And you just like
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah, something like that.
That was the hardest part, I think, because I am such a secure person. My whole life I've had to be secure. Like I said, I left matric, varsity. Even when I was in varsity, I had a car. Everything was just like a blanket. I was okay. I was
Yeah,
secure.
yeah.
And then here you're walking into a place where there's nothing. You
Yeah.
can't even communicate. You
You
don't
just
even know
have
what you're
yourself.
eating. Everything is like, right?
It's guesswork.
So you learn a lot about yourself. Like now I feel like I've always known I'm a free spirit and like
Yeah.
I'm very like impulsive and stuff. I think that just came out more now.
yeah.
To stop being afraid of anything really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was it excitement that you felt at first when you went into this new realm, or was
Very.
it more?
I was very
afraid?
excited.
You're
Really?
excited.
But 3 months
And you're
later, I
not
was like,
scared.
no, 3 months I was like, I'm gonna go back home because I miss chicken licking. I miss all these things. It was, guys, it was a lot.
Too much dark.
First,
Yeah?
the food. Okay, not just
Too
the
much
language.
dog.
Yeah, everything is like the food, the language, just the atmosphere. But
Yeah.
I know it's such a beautiful place
It
to
is.
be in.
Really.
It's quiet, it's peaceful,
Yeah.
and all of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes you just want to like go drive past the Equaito
licking.
So there was
bumping
no
taxi, you know,
patrol
and yeah,
somewhere.
and you feel that you want that music.
I want it. I need it.
Sister Bettina vibes.
So,
you like,
I'm so,
You
I'm
need the
so
taxi
glad I'm
driving
back.
by, all of that.
Yeah, all of it. I need it. I'm back now.
But what has it done for you now that you're back and you look at the gap year that you took and where you are now? How do you feel about that? What has it done for you? I mean, I know you said that you've discovered so much about yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you realize that you're a free spirit. But in terms of even interacting with other people and some of the decisions that you make now
Yeah.
as a human being, you know, has that changed in any way, in any form? Being out there, taking a break,
Yeah.
walking in fearlessly,
Yeah.
and just risking it all without knowing what's going to happen. How has that impacted the kind of decisions that
I
you
think
make now?
I really like the reference you made to Eat, Pray, Love because it really is like a life-changing moment for you. I was fortunate enough to move with my best friends. We both moved there together. So I was
Yeah.
with her, but even though I was with her, we're like separate because we worked in a different place.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I've always been, like I said, very secure, very afraid of making my own decisions. Like, you know, maybe I'm very spiritual, so maybe I'll just pray. And then if God says move, then I will
Then you
move.
move, yeah.
Not knowing that you also need to have action. God backs up action as well,
Yeah,
right?
It's true.
I'm always like, I can't, my first stuff, like I used to say, I can't move to China, I can't do this because my brother needs me, my sister needs me, my mom needs me, my friends need me, my best friend needs me, and then
Yeah.
I moved to China and
Start
they all
thinking
got
about the
married and had
outside
kids.
world,
So obviously they don't need me.
Yeah, so they didn't need you.
Right?
Because they
They
carried
didn't
on with
think
their
about
lives.
They all have
She
babies
needs me,
now,
yeah.
so I was very that person, like, let me just figure out what people need from me first,
Wow.
and then I'll make a decision based on that,
Yeah.
right? I even told my best friend, don't have a child until I come back.
Wow.
Yeah.
The child is 5 months now.
Wow,
I'm seeing
yeah.
him for the first time tomorrow. But
Oh, yeah.
basically, I think it taught me that, you know what, it's okay to put yourself first. You cannot love other people on an empty tank,
Yeah,
right?
true. Knowing how to
because
love
it's nothing
yourself,
for you to
yeah.
outpour. if
Exactly.
You
What?
don't keep
Yeah.
taking in for yourself.
What makes me feel like now I can go after my dreams? I think I was just bold enough to do it. I met so many people who challenged me. Like even the job I was doing, it sounds easy teaching English, but it really was
Yeah.
challenging. It was so challenging because
You need to check if you know it.
Yeah.
Well
So,
enough.
am I
Grammar.
speaking
Grammar.
the grammar? You know,
vocab,
Yes.
what's happening
just when you
here?
thought you knew English, you realize that you
Yeah.
actually
No,
don't know.
I
a lot
don't.
of
What
it,
are
yeah.
conjunctions? What's happening here?
They ask you questions, you're like,
I'm not really sure what's happening, but I'm gonna try. So that's basically it. Taught me a lot. Like you need to be bold.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I can just say, you know what? I think I'm gonna go to Dubai in six months.
Wow.
I'm just gonna get on the plane and do it. And I'm just, the coreness of it is just, I'm just fearless now.
Yeah.
I'm fearless. I feel like I'm bold. I feel like now, even 9 to 5, I'm not gonna go back
I was
to
going
it.
to ask, are you going to go back to a 9 to 5?
I'm done.
Okay, then, and then money?
We'll figure it out.
okay.
We'll
If
figure it out.
only
But I
life
think
was that.
the most important lesson that I've learned as well is that you need to make a decision. You can't
Yeah.
be dabbling. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I might apply. Maybe I might no, I'm making a decision to say I'm not
Okay.
going to go back to corporate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, now you need to make sure that, okay,
Yeah.
this is
Something
going to happen.
happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because then, like you say,
Yeah.
when he secures it, then you have to also action
True,
it.
true.
So obviously you'll be doing anything and
Yeah.
everything in your power to make sure that you make the dream doable,
Absolutely.
possible,
Yeah.
and then you carry the stuff. So okay, now you're talking about going to Dubai in 6 months.
No, I'm just saying, like, if I want to.
like
Just
if
in
you want
case.
to. But with
Okay.
that, like,
An
what's your
option.
next destination, and when would that be? If there was nothing completely stopping you. Okay, if there was money.
Okay.
An abundant.
I think I do.
Source.
One thing I realized, I actually do want to live internationally.
Yeah.
Some really nice international men. Hey.
Wow, is that the reason?
That's not the reason. I'm just
okay.
saying.
I'm just
There's life.
I'm just here drinking water.
You
There's life outside these.
So you
No, listen. Let me just rephrase that.
take two.
Okay, so
Action.
what I want to say was, let me just take it back. I do want to live internationally.
Yeah.
Because there's obviously a lot of international prospects.
Still sounds the same.
Sounds the same to me. I
No, exactly what you're talking about.
Just friends I've met, you know,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
and others.
And other
Might
I mean,
just take
obviously,
it
it's not like,
acquaintances. Yeah, it's time
but
for a sip
obviously you're
now.
not going to, you're not looking to go back and teach English.
No.
Yeah.
Now, what do you want to do? Because I think I know a lot of young women, young people in South Africa.
Yeah.
They go to Asia
Yeah.
to teach English. Is a great opportunity for
Yeah.
them to travel and everything. Now, put the English aside.
Mm-hmm.
What else would you like to do internationally while you're busy exploring prospects? You know, along the way, something that will probably be full circle for
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
you know, and then you realize, in fact, this is my calling. You know, people thought a calling is because someone is going on a mission,
Yeah,
and then it's
yeah.
like a church.
Yeah,
But I think
true.
people do different things
Yeah.
in different ways to
Yeah.
change people's lives, to impact people's lives, and to basically just bring love and hope and peace and something good to look forward to. Because now, if you are such a free spirit and you're not doing a 9 to 5 and you're not crazy about staying at home, what is it that will drive you
Yeah.
to go out there? What is that one thing that when you do it, that you know that this is something that
Have you
I should
found
be
it?
doing?
I think for the first time, I've actually been it's been how do I say this? I've always known what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the reason why I went to Asia, because it's like I needed to unpeel, right? I've always known what I wanted to do, but I've always been afraid to say it.
Yeah.
Even to myself. Like, even you asking, it's like, am I really going to say it out loud?
Look,
I
well,
haven't
I'll
even-
wait. Don't worry. Just
even-
breathe and take your time.
It's
Tell
even
us.
difficult for me to say because I don't know if it's fear of being judged or fear of not being worthy. I think for the longest of time, I was like, you know what? I actually don't think I deserve it. And that's why I haven't said it to myself. I don't know if I don't feel confident enough, but I've always known from a very young age, it's exactly what I want to do. But I've always been hiding behind the family, the corporate, the this, the that, right? And I needed to go to Asia to be like, you know what, actually, this is what you can do. This is obviously what life is attracting to you, but you keep running away to it. And to answer your question, Osami, what I want to do is I just want to be on radio and TV. That's it.
Wow. Okay.
Well, we've started something.
Yeah.
we're here
That's it.
initiating.
Yeah. You know, remember
I'm gonna
us
do.
in your kingdom.
I shall do that.
Yeah, just tell people.
Now,
you know
I
us.
want to know that if someone else is interested in doing the gap, would you suggest that they do take it after school? Or do you think that you having gone through corporate and then doing it was a better move?
That's a very interesting question because both my best friend and I, we're like late 20s. I'm 28.
Yeah.
A lot of people who do this are fresh out of varsity.
Yeah.
Like people from the UK, like flood there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Just finished varsity. So a lot of people don't really know what they want anyway, right?
Yeah.
I think the only problem is that I come from like a very structured background, like
Yes,
corporate,
true,
9 to
true.
everything.
Okay.
And then it's not really structured. I think maybe that's why I'm like, I can do this for a year and then that's it.
Yeah.
Some of them don't even know if they want to teach. Maybe they want to teach. They don't really know.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on where you are in life. Like
Yeah.
Okay.
I would recommend someone, definitely it's an experience you have to just
Yeah.
go. But I think it's different. I don't see another 28-year-old going there. I don't
But
think
I mean,
they
as you
want to.
say, in
But-
black cultures, that's something we really can't just decide to
Yeah.
do. You know,
Yeah,
if you
no.
tell your parents, listen, ma,
fact.
I've had enough of studying. I just want to find myself. You are here. You are you.
You are
Yeah.
you. What other you can
What are you
be,
looking for?
You know?
Yeah.
But now, let's turn it around a bit. Talking about black culture, black communities. We literally have young people fresh out of high school who take an involuntary gap year, obviously because they either cannot
couldn't get
afford,
in.
they couldn't get into university, to tertiary, they couldn't pay,
Yeah.
they didn't have funding,
Yeah.
and all of that. And if someone now is listening to you, because not everyone will get an opportunity to go to Asia, but if you're to tell somebody who'll be like, listen, this year I am not able to do anything,
Yeah.
okay? So I'm technically taking a gap year.
Yeah.
What would be a few nuts and bolts for you to say, okay, fine, these are the few things that you can do while you are in waiting until you get to the other side?
The other side being what, Asia?
Whether whether you want to go to university,
Yeah.
whether you want to
whatever.
start working, because there are people, you know how many young people
Yeah.
are just sitting at home,
Yeah.
and most of them they're so hopeless because there is no one encouraging them to say,
Yes.
listen, you can start something which might end up turning
Yeah.
into a big business or
Yeah.
whatever the case might be. So you were fortunate because you took a gap year and you had the resources and you had the
You
platform
sold
to
things
do
and
that.
had money to
Yeah.
do it,
Somebody wasn't looking for a gap year, but the gap year is there, you know, and obviously they don't want anything to do with a gap year.
Yeah.
And when someone like that comes to you and says, okay, what do you think? How can you help? How do you advise? What would you say?
I think it's
Sounds like a Miss South Africa question.
So I think it's I think it's one thing I learned in Asia as well. It's the people there are like self-starters,
Okay.
right? It was so nice living there because there's no judgment. Like here you come and you wearing, there's a lot of fake stuff there, everyone knows that. But like just wearing like a fake whatever, no one really cares. I'm
Yeah.
gonna wear Gucci and I'm gonna
Yeah.
call it Fuchi. It's okay. But you come here in Sandton, it's like, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, it's very
yeah.
Yeah.
We put on social media.
I think the program that I went into, I actually did not need like money. I just sold money so I can be, the security thing came in. So
Yeah,
I could just have money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's very important so you can like equip yourself. Like if you're going to sit at home, maybe
Yeah.
take on a course. There's so many courses that you can do for free.
and most of them, they're like
Yeah.
online. Okay, yeah.
right?
True.
So you just need like a certificate. I think it's TEFL, teaching English for foreign languages or something like that.
Okay.
Take courses, equip yourself, right?
Yeah.
Don't just sit up, even if you're sitting at home, just do a random.
Because you don't want to be idle.
Yeah. Those courses will add up to
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how many certificates I had. They have nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
But I
But
do
you're not
have
saying it
something,
correctly. It's
yeah.
not certificate, it's certificate.
Okay.
Yes,
Certificate.
certificate. Yeah. Certificate.
Okay.
You
So
need a
many
certificate.
certificates.
Yes. So
I
many
mean, I have an English
certificates.
accent now from teaching, so I need to say it correctly.
Oh, yes, of course.
Wow. I thought I left my daughter at home, but it's fine
pronunciation.
now that you are here, Lopang. But I am so happy for you that you had an opportunity to do this that you wanted to
Yeah.
do, and in taking the gap year, you've kind
Yeah.
of rediscovered yourself,
yourself,
found
yeah.
your passion,
Yep.
found something that makes your heart move, that makes your your heart soar.
Yeah.
And we hope it works out for you. We can't wait to see you everywhere and hear you all over on the airwaves. DJ Lopzizi.
We'll be there.
in the
You'll be
house.
interviewing us.
You'll be interviewing
will
us,
be.
girl. It's going to be absolutely fantastic.
We'll
and
make
you know
sure
what?
English is
Now
polished.
that- no, wait. Whoa. There's no time like the present. Now that you are here, okay, there's a camera. This one. Do you
Yeah.
see that?
Sign us out or something.
Now, sign us out because
Okay.
just say we're at the end of the show.
Okay.
This is Nhlakanipho. This is Rami, and you are
Lopang.
And then do a whole thing. We are out, kind of a thing.
Handle that business.
We'll just smile.
We'll be there.
Yeah, sign us out, girl. Sign
Okay,
us
guys,
out.
thank you so much for watching us and staying in tune with us. From myself, Lopang, Nhlakanipho, and Rami Chuene, see you. And thank you for watching Mind the Gap.
Peace out.
And then we do that thing where we...
Yeah, like and then see. Yes, girl, well done.
You got it. You got it.
Woo.